This is a public service announcement sponsored by Just Blaze and the good folks at Rockefeller Records.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recognition of history in the making during our generation.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is H to the OP. I used to move snowflakes.
Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Morning Glory. My name is Eddie Law. It is 5:40, I want to say 5 a.m. over on the west, in the desert. Nice, beautiful weather out here, 60-some degrees. I'd probably get up to like 84, 85 today. And but this is like the best time to be in Arizona, shit you not. Weather's perfect to be outside. It's not too hot, it's not cold at all. It's beautiful. And this is like right before it gets fucking freezing outside, so soon enough, you'll probably see me in sweatshirts and beanies and shit, driving to work. So, that's just coming in the next month and a half or so. So I guess it's the grand intro. You know what? I'm trying something a little different. You know, it was kind of like a last second idea yesterday. I did it yesterday because my iPod. I'm pretty shitty with charging that thing these days because I don't work out. Like I don't work outside too much now. I work kind of in an office, so I just play music on my computer there. So I don't have to have my iPod all the time. So I keep forgetting to charge the damn thing. And so it's fucking dead right now. So I played 58 degrees this morning. But more rain on the way this weekend. Yeah, humidity's gonna fuck you over, man. It sucks. Anyway. So I started playing that song, and so yesterday gave me an idea. I'm like, let's try this out, see how it goes. So I don't know. Maybe I'll keep doing it, maybe I won't. I don't know. Whatever I feel like doing. Anyway, again, if you haven't watched the show before, the Morning Glory, basically the same I guess concept applies as just dumping out whatever the fuck's in my brain this morning. And of course in my brain this morning is Paige Van Zandt and Rose Namajunas. Not for the obvious reasons that they're both really good looking girls. Actually I'm getting to that, Daniel. But the rumor it's not really official, but the rumor that was pretty much leaked by one of Paige Van Zandt's teammates is that Calderwood is injured and Rose Namajunas has stepped in to fight her. No, sir. Come on now, Daniel. Daniel says I still got Van Zandt finishing her. Look, here, I'll tell you why that's not going to happen in a second. But, so the rumor is that Rose Namajunas in for JoJo Calderwood against Paige Van Zandt coming up in December, which to me is finally giving Paige Van Zandt a legit fight. Not sure it's one that she wants, but it's one that she needs in order to start actually earning that hype. Now, people will look at Rose Namajunas' record. Thank you, Andy. Thug Rose will destroy Van Zandt. I agree with you on that one. I won't say destroy, but she'll win. All right, I think it's going to be a tough fight for both girls for different reasons. But here it is. So, yeah, Rose Namajunas in. Oh, come on, Daniel. Rose Namajunas in for, or the rumor is, and it should be, if Paige's teammates said this because they were told already, right? They were told already, want to bet. I'll bet you on the NBA. Probably won't bet you on fights. Anyway, so the rumor leaked by Paige Van Zandt's teammate is JoJo's out, Rose is in. Legit ass fight. Here's why I don't think Paige Van Zandt's going to even have a remote chance of running through Rose. She could beat her, but I just don't see it. Mike says I'm not so sure about that. As far as what Rose winning, here's the thing. Here's why I think Rose will win. Because Rose is not going to freak out and curl up like a turtle when Paige Van Zandt, comes in to blitz her like she fucking does everybody else. Every fight that Paige has had has been against somebody that curled up like a turtle when the striking, when she just came out all psycho on them. And mind you, as good as JoJo is on the feet, I think the same thing would have happened. Maybe not in the first round, but certainly later on, as soon as JoJo realized that she has that her striking wasn't going to be good enough to take out Van Zandt. Now here's why I think Rose wins. Because Paige Van Zandt hasn't fought anybody at her level. All right, Paige Van Zandt's relatively inexperienced, right? And look, Rose has had tough fights everywhere. So I don't think I know she's not going to be intimidated by Paige Van Zandt. I know she's not going to be scared of her. Rose should have beaten Esparza. Should have? I don't know. Because Rose's game is I think, in my opinion, is jiu-jitsu, right? And Esparza's wrestling level was higher than Rose's jiu-jitsu at the time, I think. This is my opinion. If you've seen any of Rose's fights, she's pretty good on the... Yeah, I mean, she could have beat her. I'm with you on that, man. That was one of those fights to me. Even when I was talking about that fight before it happened, I even said this one's kind of up in the air, man. Esparza's a bad chick on the ground. Clearly, we know she ain't shit on the feet, but on the ground, she's a scary, scary chick. Just super strong as a wrestler. Well, kind of wet blanket-ish, for the most part. But anyway, I think that we're gonna get to see Paige Van Zant's, mostly a ground game, not because Rose is gonna get it there, but because Paige, I don't know, at some point Paige is somehow gonna get this fight at the ground. I think Rose takes over. Rose can get submissions off her back. Rose can get submissions literally standing. Have you guys seen that? I don't know if you guys seen that flying armbar she dropped on somebody in Invicta, which to me was impressive as shit. The opponent wasn't super impressive, but as far as in that fight, but definitely that was a impressive win for Thug Rose, and she's been training for a long fucking time without a fight. The last fight she had, actually no, she actually just had a fight not too long ago, but I'm pretty sure, but fuck, my memory is garbage when it comes to the fight game. My short-term memory. I'll remember who she fought in like 2 months. It'll just pop in my head, man. It's just a weird thing. But anyway, so Rose against Paige. I got Rose. After a long, hard fight. I don't think. No, hell no. Rose won her last fight. Hill. Thank you. Yeah, Angela Hill. Angela Hill got beat. So, Angela Hill got beat. In fact, I think she got choked out, so or tapped out at least. Yeah, I think she got rear naked choked, right? Yeah. So yeah, I don't think Rose destroys Paige Van Zant or runs right through her, but I do think she wins. I think there's gonna be at the very least it's gonna be a big test, and probably the biggest test of Paige's career so far, and all the hype can be earned at some point. Oh hell no, Hill's not a legit opponent. Hill shouldn't be in the UFC, let's be honest. But they don't have enough 115ers in the division to start cutting chicks right away. Moving on here to what we're going to talk about the other thing. Oh yeah, so Nick Diaz goes onto social media, I think it was, and he was talking about, just got done talking to the attorneys. Turns out they're working a settlement with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and that and I guess the idea is that he'll be back by 2016. Most likely next summer, to come back and fight, right? Great news for Nick Diaz. Good news for everybody who supports Nick Diaz, and especially the ones that are against the abuse of power by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. But I still think you need to, if you're Nevada, I still think you need to get rid of Francisco Aguilar and Pat Lumbaugh. You got to get rid of Pat Lumbaugh for the obvious shit that she did, is making everything personal, and she fucking does this a lot. Don't get it twisted. Think this is the first time it happens. This chick has done this shit a lot, okay? And no one ever calls her out on it. The difference being that a lot more eyes were on this one because it was Nick Diaz, right? But yeah, so she needs to go, and Francisco Aguilar definitely needs to go for letting that circus go on the way it did. Daniel says, as it should have been since the beginning. I think the petition had a lot to do with it. Definitely, people voice their opinion. Mike says public stoning. Maybe back in the day, but like way back in the day when people were quote unquote writing the Bible and shit. Actually no, the Bible was written way after this shit happened, huh? And I'm not a scholar on that shit. Anyway, I barely read the Bible ever. Anyway, fucking yeah. So the Nevada Athletic Commission looks real. I think fighters speaking up as well helped. I think everyone speaking up helped. And I think bring it back. She's a cunt. Bring back stoning. She's a cunt. She's got her fucking issues. Here's the problem: when you give any body of people, right, a person or a group of people, any kind of power over somebody else, right? When they feel when they feel like it becomes personal and they feel slighted, they make that shit personal. They use their power. Andy says, I'll reserve judgment until they officially announce something. I'm with you on that one too, Andy. I'm going to wait till we hear the exact words. So if they say, okay, cool, we're gonna reduce your this till next summer and cut down your fine, that's fine. This is NSAC trying to save face. This is literally all they're doing. Because if they go to court, first of all, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose royally. They're gonna have to. Pat Lumbaugh will get her ass on the stand for sure to testify about it, as will Aguilar, Murnell, everyone on that board. And Nick Diaz will be able to come in and say what he wants or whatever the thing. I think they're suspended for a year if anything, but should give him time served. Oh, for sure, time served is gonna be in there. Time served will definitely be in there. It just depends on how much they're gonna give him. It definitely won't be 5 years. I'll tell you that shit. So yeah. Let's so it's basically NSAC just trying to save face, trying to not look too incredibly stupid, which is too late. But again, I'm calling for this. Now it sounds like I actually have any kind of fucking power out there, but I'm calling for Pat Lumbaugh to get cut off that shit and Francisco Aguilar and get some new leadership in that motherfucker. I always said Aguilar was a weak ass little bitch. You know what I mean? And that right there, like, look, cousin destroys your arguments and everything, but I'm not making an official argument of any kind. You know what I mean? Somebody up there that's official, maybe like someone like Dana White could say this kind of thing. He knows it's true. There's no way he doesn't know it's true. Did you catch the Dublin Q&A? Rory's comments about the situation? No, I caught maybe like the second half of it. He might have mentioned it, man. When I was watching it, I was actually at work, so I paid attention to some of the parts, not all of them. I did pay attention to the Reebok shit. That shit was funny as hell to me. But just to finish up my thoughts on this, when you give a body like a governing body any kind of like power, and then at some point people like Pat Lumbaugh will make this shit personal and will abuse their power. I mean, for I guess lack of a better example, maybe this might even be the perfect example. Like policemen, they make $30,000 a year. Some make more, but they make for the most part $30,000 a year, depending on where they live. And they get slighted, they get they get offended, they get pissed off or whatever at somebody, they get humiliated or embarrassed in front of other people, and a lot of them abuse their power. You know what I mean? So it hell, I remember getting pulled over when I was like 17, driving out here. I got pulled over, and I'd love to say I didn't deserve it, but I did. But the reason he said he pulled me over wasn't because I was speeding like an idiot. He said the cop said he pulled me over because I cut somebody off, and I had to, otherwise I was gonna hit something. Real quick about Rory. Basically said they need to suspend the TRT users and not for weed. He wants to fight Diaz. Yes. Rory versus Nick Diaz? Yes. ASAP as fuck. Make that fight as soon as possible. God damn, that would be sick. Driving while Mexican, says Mike. You know what? I wish that was the truth, but I can't bullshit on this one. I've been pulled over for that. Don't get me wrong. I've been pulled over for driving while brown or Mexican, whatever you want to call it, and or more tanner than most people. But yeah, fucking, I got pulled over, and at the very last second, I had to cut this other dude off, kind of, because otherwise I was gonna hit somebody else. I had to slam on the brakes, and so I cut this guy off barely. This cop pulls me over and says a bunch of shit, and then calls me a jerk, tells me. So he literally yelled at me right in my face when I was sitting here. It was a truck. It was actually a truck like this, just exactly like this one. Just it was like a 1999. This is an 03. But not that even matters right now. But the cops literally like right at the window in my face, screaming at me, like you tell him, yeah, you're a fucking jerk. You know that? And at 17, they weren't shooting us in the street yet. At least it wasn't on the news. So I started talking back a little bit. I was like, hey man, how about you stop being such a fucking jerk? Like, I don't know, I said something or other about how, I bet he's at work here. Because it was like 11 at night. And I go, I bet you just pissed off. I said, your thoughts on that cop who threw down a student? We talked about that yesterday afternoon, but I'll say it in a second. I'll give you something in a second. But I told this cop, I was like, something to the variation of to the idea of while he was at work. Because it was 11 at night. And I go, man, while you're here, who's banging your old lady back at home? Putting some more babies in you're gonna be stupid enough to take care of because you don't realize they're not yours. Who's doing that right now? And I just had to say, I don't think that the race part had anything to do with it, but I go, it's probably some big black dude, huh? He's a white cop. And needless to say, that got me a big fucking ticket. He didn't beat my ass. I was like, but I never catch you on afternoon Periscope. Okay, I'll say it in a second. What the? Fucking people. Okay, so when you're in a parking lot and it's a one way in each lane, right? Like there is this shopping center right here. I'm about to get me some breakfast. But when you're in a fucking, one-way lane and those cunts come the other way, that shit's slightly infuriating. It really is. Like, you can't follow simple directions, faggot. Like, not faggot meaning gay people, relaxed people. All right, they already put Aaron on the list for that shit. I'm sure I'm next or mentioned. I blocked those assholes that did that shit, so I don't know. Sorry. Stereotypes are awesome. Ultimately hilarious. But anyway, which is funny because we're kind of speaking about race. So yeah, I got a big ass ticket about that on that, and then I ended up fighting it just so. No, it's the drivers who try to get into your lane last minute in traffic. Hate them. Yeah. Well, I've done that a few times. Anyway, not lately. Mind you, I used to be a psycho driver in high school. But why the fuck would you give a 16, 17-year-old a missile on wheels? To me, that's still stupid. But So yeah, fucking this cop gave me a ticket. I went and fought it just so I could give I still paid the fine. I was like, I'm not gonna win this shit, but I just wanted to say, in front of people, I was like, yeah, so I said this and this and this to the cop, and he freaked the fuck out, and decided he was gonna get back at me by giving me this big ass ticket. And the cop's face, because the cop showed up, mind you, the guy remembered me, and he just fucking stared at me, just glared at me, all angry and shit, like, 'cause you couldn't do shit right there. What are you gonna do in front of the judge? Fucking fight me, throw me down like that one girl? First of all, even at 17 or 16, like 17 years old, you're not throwing me anywhere. It's just not happening. But even a fucking cop. I was already training and I was a big fucking strong kid. So anyway, about the thoughts on the cop throwing down the chick in high school. I think that was the name's Spring Valley or Spring Valley. I think they should make a law where you have to be 21 to purchase a motorcycle. Yes and no, but I know. What I do think they should do is, if you do buy a motorcycle, you should fucking have to not be one of those assholes that go, start seeing motorcycles. I hate that shit when there's like a sign or a bumper sticker like, start seeing motorcycles. I'm always like, stop driving or stop riding like assholes. It's that simple. If everyone drives like normal people, fine. I'm not saying that that people shouldn't be careful with bikes. You should absolutely be careful with bikes, especially with how easy it is to get fucked over if you hit one. I heard there's another video. Ooh, I want to see that. He's talking about the Spring Valley High School chick that got thrown around by the cop. If there's another video, I would love to see it, especially if it has more footage from before the attack. But anyway, I don't know about making it 21. That's what I heard on the news. Yeah, if it's out there, man, I want to see it. I really do. But yeah, basically what happened is cop goes in there. The girl was, according to classmates in there, she was new to the classroom. She was just sitting there quiet, apparently chewing gum. And the teacher asked her to leave the classroom. She wouldn't do it. And really, there's no reason to fucking kick her out of the classroom. That's stupid. But still, classroom rules, whatever. I broke every single one. So, when I was in high school. But this girl decided not to move and shit. And for some reason, the cop is called. Her friend was arrested as well after speaking up in her defense. That's what happens. That's what fucking happens. That's why these days, if you see someone get their ass whipped by the cop on the street, most people will yell shit out and videotape it, but they won't actually say anything or stand up for that person. Because it's their ass too. It's that mentality that's out there. So, you want to talk shit? Oh, fuck, you're coming too. Again. So, mind you, I don't know the procedure that police departments have on situations like that. So that's it's a little bit ignorant. He said, "What the fuck? You want to be arrested too? Let's go." Wow, what a dick. Here's the thing. This officer Fields, I don't remember his first name, but I know his last name is Fields. He had a reputation in that school. So a lot of those students have already come out and said they're deathly afraid of him before that shit even went down. So, and then also he was involved in 2 other lawsuits where he fucking overdid it, overused, what was it? One of them, he accused a bunch of black kids of being in gangs. Yeah, he's been accused before, yeah. But he accused a bunch of kids of being in a gang and got all fucking crazy. He's been sued before for it. So now we've established a pattern of behavior, okay? Which to me, immediately, it's big time when the FBI is involved for sure. But that's Daniel saying that. But yeah, definitely it's huge when the FBI is involved. But definitely, now you establish a pattern of behavior. This isn't new. This wasn't spur of the moment. This is something this guy normally fucking does, right? So Girl doesn't get up. You see in the video, he walks up to her and tells her to get up a couple times. Gives her maybe a half a second to respond. Doesn't do anything. The girl doesn't move. Tries to pick her up by the arm. I can't tell from that. This is one of the reasons I want to see in the video. I can't tell if she fights back or anything, which it doesn't look like she does. It looks like she just, kind of just sits, just drops her weight to sit down, to make it hard for him to pick her up. And he gets mad, throws her on the ground, and then fucking pulls her out of the fucking desk once he knocks it over and throws her to the other side of the room. And then gets on top of her to arrest her. So, there's a lot of people defending the cop, saying, oh, well, you don't know what fucking happened before and all sorts of shit. No, I don't know what happened before. No, she doesn't. He just flips her in her desk. That's right. He flips her in the desk and then drags her out of it, dude. But there is a closer video. I want to see that. He flips her over and then he drags her out of the fucking desk, dude. You can see that at the end of the video. And so drags her out, but fucking drags her out. That shit hurt a little bit. And then gets on top of her and arrests her and starts saying a bunch of shit. Put your hands behind your back and all that. But yeah, fucking, mate, no one knows what she said to him before or what she did before, right? But I know what I saw in the video. Is a girl that wasn't being violent, that wasn't fighting the cop, threatening the cop, nothing like that, okay? Getting assaulted by a cop. That's literally what I saw. And so, police defenders can say all the shit they want to. Doesn't matter what happened before. You're talking about a 15-year-old girl and a 35-year-old man. Exactly. And a minor. It's a minor. It's an underage girl. Getting thrown around by a grown fucking man that's been trained and has a fucking weapon on him. And I'd be more afraid of the gun than anything else. So, police people that are defending the cop and police apologists or whatever they want to call themselves these days. What it is an excuse for why I agree, Mike. But police defenders and shit saying, oh, you don't know what she said. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Because that's not how you handle a minor. That's not how you handle a situation like that. That's not how you handle a teenage girl. All of us that know, that have been through that age understand how fucking crazy they can be and all the dumb shit they can say. Okay? And that's not how you handle that shit. Second of all, that fucking teacher's a pussy. Straight up, 100%. That teacher should feel terrible. One, for even calling the cop to get the girl out of the classroom for chewing gum. What kind of fucking nutless bastard teacher, human being are you for doing that stupid shit? Okay? But two, for watching your student get assaulted and not a peep. Not a word, not a breath, nothing. One of her fellow students had to stand up for her. Okay? So, that teacher, not saying he should be fired, but he should definitely have to go take some kind of like ball check course, whatever that fucker could be. Someone throw him a jiu-jitsu class and fucking have him get thrown around a few times. Or a judo class, have him get fucking dropped a few times so he can learn. So, it's a whole situation shitty, and it's definitely sparked debate. Another student in class said they were all scared. Of course they were scared. But here's the thing. The thing is, everyone at school is scared of him, apparently. A lot of people were saying that shit. So, again, prior history of doing crazy shit, let Rousey take care of him. That'd be kind of crazy. They brought back bully fight something with... Remember Mayhem Miller had that show? And he brought in bullies and had professional fighters fuck him up. That'd be interesting. I'd be down to watch that one. Maybe not with Mayhem Miller. I'm kind of sick of Jason Mayhem Miller, but whatever. Bully beatdown, thank you. But not with Miller. Maybe have Nate Diaz on there and have him just show up and be like, yeah, so you punk ass bitch. Well, guess what, man? I brought the homie Gilbert Melendez. Let's see if you want to be a bully, motherfucker. Stockton, and just have Gilbert just fuck somebody up. Shit. Anyway, all right. Well. Yeah, I gotta get in there and grab my breakfast and then haul ass to work. Got a full fucking day. Again, have the afternoon Periscope coming out. I'm just gonna call Drive Slow from now on. Stockton, bitch, exactly. Fucking, that's the start of the show right there. Hey, gotta make money somehow. Look, Nate Diaz is fighting, fuck. It's a good fight too, and I can't believe it blank. Anyone remember? Nate Diaz is coming out with a fight. It looks like a good fight too. God damn, it's not Nurmi. Definitely not Nurmi. Anyway, so Michael Johnson, thank you. That's a good fucking fight. I don't care what anyone says. If they stay on the feet the whole time, that's a fun fucking fight to watch. But somehow I just have a feeling it's not going to stay on the feet the whole time. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, afternoon show, for those who haven't seen it yet, haven't seen it before, it's just me. Yeah, that card is crazy. It's just me talking about shit that I read or heard on online and just whatever the fuck happened throughout the day. So I'll see you guys in the afternoon for that. In the Pocket goes down today. I'd love to give you guys an exact time, but we're looking at 3:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, this lady got way too close to my truck in her car. And now you're tripping me out, crazy bitch. You gotta talk about Bisping not wanting to fight Silva anymore. I will. I gotta look that up though. I haven't seen anything about that. Last I heard, Bisping was like, he wanted to fucking finger bang Silva for a fight. So I'll catch you guys in the afternoon for that. But again, in the Pocket today, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and then tonight, football. If you guys like football, we have a football show on the ULI. Myself, Michael Reyes, sometimes Nick Pilecki. We talk about the week before, and then we make our picks of the week coming up. I think we do a pretty decent job. Central is going to be 5:30 for In the Pocket, and then 9 o'clock Central for the football show. Football show is 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. So. Again, we talk football. I think we do a decent job. I don't know, but I look, all I do is have fun with this kind of shit, this kind of stuff. I enjoy the hell out of it. And of course, if you missed Keyboard Warriors yesterday, I'm tweeting out the replay. Do the Suns play tonight? Yep, they have the first game today against Dallas. So I'm gonna be watching that in the corner of my eye. Yeah, the Spurs. You know what? I'll talk about that in a second. But definitely watch Keyboard Warriors from last night. It was a great episode. And look, the way I judge episodes is that they're fun as hell, right? If they're fun as hell, it's a good episode. Because I think our personalities come out and we're funnier than normal. And last night's episode was actually pretty fucking funny. So if you guys want to tune in for that, or if you guys want to watch that, it's in my Twitter everywhere. I'm gonna tweet out the link quite a few times today because I think it was a great show that people shouldn't miss. I don't like to ask people for favors, but if you guys could retweet it or tell your friends about it, if you have friends that enjoy funny shit, don't mind all the cussing and all the fucking crazy shit that we say, it's fun. Just tell them about Keyboard Warriors, see what's up. I think a lot of people are missing out on a decent show. I'll say decent. I don't want to go out there and start boasting. It's a great fucking show. I think it's a decent show. I think it's good enough to put in like 15 minutes at least of watching it and let us know if you think it's funny. So yeah. The Spurs, you know what? The thing about the Spurs real quick, I just want to say how Duncan and Aldridge play together. And if what I think is going to happen happens, that is going to be a scary fucking team. However, if you watch Steph Curry last night and the way this motherfucker played, it doesn't matter. Warriors will be in the finals again. It'll be Warriors, Cavs in the finals. I'm telling you right now. Sorry Daniel, but the Spurs ain't got shit when a guy can shoot threes with our fucking eyes closed and they're automatic. It's ridiculous. If you guys didn't see Steph Curry last night, holy fuck. Nah, don't nah me, motherfucker. You and your stupid Spurs. Again, long season, injuries could happen, other things could happen, but Spurs are going to finish top 3 in the West, and they'll get to the Western Conference Finals and lose. Clippers will finish number 2, Warriors will be number 1. And people are like, what about the Rockets? Sorry, Rockets have already shown they ain't shit. Let's see, a hater. I'm not hating. I just said the Spurs are number 3. My Suns are going to finish like 10th in the West. Okay? That's how hard it is to play in the West, in the Western Conference. And I know, Andy, you're learning about football right now. You're going to have to, I'm going to show you, I'm going to teach you a thing at 202 about netball, man. It's a lot of fun. So, or basketball. But yeah, my Suns are going to fucking finish near the end of the West. We're in super rebuild mode. The West is so good. 10th is like 3rd in the East. Absolutely. You know what? The last thing I'm going to say before I get off, because I really got to go. I would love for them to be like, look, all the playoffs is just going to be the best teams. It's not going to be East or West or conferences or division, conferences or divisions. I think if they did that, it'd be crazy. Netball, rounders, and chuck egg. Yep. That's what we do. I think if they actually made playoffs, all the best teams, you would get the Suns in there. They haven't been to playoffs in 5 years. You would have the Suns in there every year. So it's just, I don't know, whatever. They'll never do that, but it'd be great. Maybe one you just tried it. Anyway, all right, I really do got to go. So everyone have a wonderful day. Everyone go put in that work, earn that after work beer, and I'll catch you guys in the afternoon. You guys need Charles Barkley back if he was young, and join us for the shows and all that. So everyone have a good day. Remember, you're one step closer to death, so make every fucking day count. Peace.